Well, it's the 2nd of April, so that means it's time for Cap's Recap, my monthly channel update series, coming on the 2nd this time to avoid any, like misgivings of the whole, like, oh, he uploaded this on April 1st, there must be a joke in here. So, yeah, not much to really say, considering I do the whole, like, alternate day things for Grand Theft Auto and Rodea. Both will definitely be going through April, so yeah, they won't be ending anytime soon. Rodea will definitely end in May. Grand Theft Auto is going to be a toss-up. Natural Doctrine will be ending, though, if not next week, the week after. What else? Oh yeah, after that, another game about survival of the fittest. I guess the second hint I can offer for that game, it's very rare. If that can help. I mean, it's definitely one of the rarest games I own because I bought it used for $80. That should tell you something. So, yeah, look forward to that after Natural Doctrine ends. What else? This isn't going to be that long of an update, to be honest. I'm going to try and get back to just finishing up all these, like, hanging bonus things that I have left undone, as well as LPs that I've just left undone. I made good progress with that last month. Well, I can't say good progress. I was trying to make good progress. I felt I started off on a decent foot by finishing up Donkey Kong Country 2. Unfortunately, I didn't use that momentum to finish other things, but I'm going to get back into the habit of just wrapping up all these other things I've left undone, as well as getting back to Oracle of Ages, and just some other things. I really have neglected Oracle of Ages, which is a shame because I love the games. I just hate the technical difficulties that come when I try to play them for the LP. It's rough. It's rough. But aside from that, that pretty much covers all the ongoing and upcoming things. Like, I definitely won't be starting up the game after Rodea until next month, so there's no point in me even like teasing that. Likewise with a game that I have planned for after San Andreas. I don't know, had I kept up a decent upload schedule through March, I probably would have been, yeah, I probably definitely would have been done with Rodea. Natural Doctrine probably would have ended sooner too. And San Andreas, I mean, it was like a whole month between like the first video and the second video, so no excuse for that. Whatever. What else? Oh yeah, previously I did say I was going to start up the whole Megavania thing after Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls ended. But I think I'm going to hold off on it since A, I already have like all these other things going on, and B, I have a lot of unfinished things as well. So rather than just start up something new while I have all these other hanging things undone, I'll just hold off on the whole Megavania thing until I've caught up on a lot of things that are just, unfinished. Though I also have something planned for summer, so maybe I'll just hold off until the end of summer. Like, to be honest, I was planning on starting this thing like in the middle of last year, and I've held off until now. I'll get to it soon enough, so no harm in waiting to do it, but essentially it would just be like a little tribute to Mega Man and Castlevania, hence the portmanteau. Like, nothing special. I just watched like a few people that have ongoing, like, long-running series on their channels. For example, Northern Lion and his like thousands of videos of Binding of Isaac, Raocow, and he's playing through all of the official Mega Man games. So I figured, hey, it wouldn't hurt to do like a little long-running thing on my channel as well. And Mega Man's easy to record, and I'd be going into the Castlevania series blind. Like, this was going to be like a thing to sort of get me into the Castlevania series, since I own like 80% of the library, but I've never played one. And then I've just always wanted to do more Mega Man videos on the channel. Like, I started doing some Mega Man fan games back in the day. One is unfinished, and I was going to start off the Megavania thing with, whatchamacallit, like finishing up Mega Man 2.5D. But then I ran into a bit of a problem with Mega Man 2.5D in that I don't have access to my old save, and I'm just it's rough. So my options are to either manipulate the save file to emulate what I had going previously, though I'm missing Rush Jet, so I need to see how that is labeled in the save file, or just start over from scratch, and I am not playing through some of those levels again on normal. So yeah. I don't know, there's really not much else to say. I'll be starting that up like after I just finish up all these other things I have going on. And how it's going to play out is it'll just be like one Mega Man type game and then one Castlevania game, and we just alternate until I finish up the Castlevania series or I get bored. Like, there's no shortage of Mega Man style games, and I wouldn't necessarily be doing the official games because those have kind of been done to death. Even though they are fun, it would mostly like cover ROM hacks, fan games, and games inspired by Mega Man. So an example of each would be, well, I don't really know any Mega Man ROM hacks right off the bat. Is Rockman Infinity a ROM hack? No, I think that's a fan game. I mean, Mega Man 2.5D and Day in the Limelight, those are fan games as well. 20XX would be an example of a game that's heavily inspired by Mega Man. You know, Mega Man type, Mega Man-like, if you will. So, yeah, it'll just be... That's how it would be set up, for the most part. Just a fun little thing to do. Why not? I like Mega Man. I want to get into Castlevania. You know, it just seems like a nice way to do it. Other than that, don't really have much else to say here. Yeah, I got nothing. Oh yeah, I also have a Patreon now. If you want to donate to it, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. Everything that gets donated to it or pledged to it will be used for the channel, like hands down. But as of right now, I don't have much set in stone on it. I mean, I have made the campaign public, or, well, is that what it's called on Patreon? I guess. I've gone ahead and started the campaign because after May, or in May, Patreon is going to screw things up. So, yeah, just going to go ahead and hop on it now so I'm grandfathered into the good plans before everything just goes to hell in a handbasket. I still need to work on some perks and rewards and goals, but once I have all that set in stone, I'll be doing an official video for that. And if you pledge to it before like some of these goals and tiers are set in stone, you'll be grandfathered into them, because you know I'm not sleazy like that, or at least I try not to be. And yeah, that's it. I don't think I have much else to say. Nah, that's it. Okay, wow, probably one of my more brief channel updates. Alright then. So, see you all next time with whatever I upload next. Goodbye. Oh, wait, I remembered some other things. Yeah, hopefully I will be able to do some more streams soon. That would be nice. Whatchamacallit? I was about to call it Spider-Man. Spyro Reignited should be starting soon. No ETA on when it's going to start, but it'll definitely be starting soon. I I know I said I was going to stream me fighting Kefka at the end of that Final Fantasy VI challenge run thing, but I got bored and just quit. Like, I couldn't even do it on my own. It was just too boring. Like, an RPG without magic is rough, especially when you're confined to certain characters. Like, I don't know, the characters aren't like the characters in Final Fantasy V, where there's a lot of customization, even if you're confined to certain jobs and other strategies you can implement. But with, I mean, the Final Fantasy VI challenge run added an extra element of no magic, so that further restricts you, and your solution to a lot of things is to just grind, and that wasn't fun. I will be taking part in the upcoming Final Fantasy V Forge Out Fiesta, though, because that's always fun. And what else? Oh yeah, Kuso Grande, not going so hot for me. I might not make it to the bracket. We'll see. Stranger things have happened, but I mean, unless I come in first place on the next game and some other people do horrendous, yeah, I probably won't be making it to the bracket, but that's fine. I have fun. There's another little tournament thing coming up hosted by Smite, who does Arcade Pit, which is a really fun video game show thing. I'll have a link to some episodes down below, or his playlist. I highly recommend watching. It's good viewing. But he's doing a tournament which is just a bunch of random games, and you do challenges for each game. You have an hour to do like 3 challenges from 3 randomly picked games, and these can be like any game. So it could be, you know, like a random obscure game you never heard of, or like Bubsy or Mario. Like, I'm just naming some games I've seen him choose for some of these challenges. Like, they can be good, bad, well-known, obscure, it doesn't matter. Nintendo games, arcade games, Game Boy Advance, like just a bunch of random different things. Some challenges will be easy, for example, like who can get to the end of the first level in Kirby's Adventure quickest, or it can be utterly evil, like what's one of the worst challenges I've ever seen him do on Arcade Pit? I think it was, yeah, beat Tubular from Super Mario World. I mean, that's just a regular stage, but that's also one of the hardest stages in the game, if not the hardest, so yeah. But knowing Smite, he's very evil, so a lot of these challenges in this tournament are going to be harder than not. Still haven't fully committed to the idea of joining that one because of how well things went for me at Kuso Grande, but I'm also just trying to do more, you know, fun things, step out of my comfort zone, so I might end up doing it. You know, it's all for fun. Though with Smite's tournament, there's an actual monetary prize. With Kuso Grande, it's just bragging rights. So, yeah, I'm probably a little more inclined to sign up for Smite's tournament. But, yeah, that's it. For real this time, I don't have much else to say. See you all next time. Goodbye.